With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
And then the princess told him, I have vowed never to marry or have anything to do with any man, but it looks like heaven arranged this by destiny. And now that I have seen you there, I realize that I cannot go against heaven's will.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan. Imagine a world without murdering the innocents.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Olassis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu and Thai. Assalamu alaikum means may peace be upon you in Arabic, one of the official languages spoken in Chad. I'm Saleh. The energetic Chadian people call on all to protect Mother Earth and human lives by switching to the benevolent vegan diet. Chad is an inland country in north-central Africa, with neighboring countries that include Libya, Sudan, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Niger. Its terrain ranges from the Sahara Desert in the north to large southern lowlands. The shrubs, tall grasses, and deciduous trees in the southern prairies are home to many different types of wildlife, including at least 125 species of animal people and over 500 species from the bird kingdom. Thanks to the government and local support, several species of precious animals people have been brought back from near extinction. In the protected areas of Zaruba National Park and Wadi Rime Wadi Ashim Reserve, the elegant scimitar on oryx people and the wonderful African elephant people have been able to recover and stabilize. Another restoration effort has seen the planting of over 1.2 million trees, bringing new life and sustainability to the land. Archaeological evidence shows that humans began populating Chad around 7000 BC. The city of Abeche, is considered representative of Chadian history and culture. Today's Chadians have the distinction of living in a country that contains some 200 ethnic groups that speak over 100 languages and dialects. Many of these groups, such as the Sara and the Tubu, have chosen to maintain their unique cultural traditions and lifestyles. We were thrilled to introduce colorful chat to you endearing viewers, wishing you the highest guidance for your noble mission of spreading urgent messages to save the world. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal people friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants, loving huts, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations, while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. On December 21, 2021, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today, we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled Real Compassion and Moral Standards is the Real Solution, Part 11 of 22, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English on December 21, 2021.
Bàn tay êm ái ôi bàn tay khoan khoái, nhạc ru tiếng khóc chân ai. Bàn tay đưa anh đi gặp cuộc đời, một xuân bao dòng ai cũng là.
Yeah, we are back to business. So, this person, chữ động từ, his father is chữ Cù Vân, because they are so poor, that both of them have to take turns to have a rag to wrap around their private area. If they have to go out of their vicinity, of their house or something. Okay. One day, his father died because he's been sick, very sick. And before he died, his father said to him, after I die, you should not use the rag to cover me, to bury me with. You must keep it so that you can continue to survive outside. When you want to go out, you wrap yourself. So don't give it to me.
Right.
But after his father, Cù Văn, died, chữ động từ had no heart to bury him naked like that. So even though there's only one rag left for him to cover himself to go out for decency, he still used it to wrap around his father before he buried him. Such a very filial son, hey?
Yes, Master. Very respectful.
Yeah, who would be so loving and kind and respectful and filial like that. Most people would think about themselves first and would think, okay, he died already, what for would he need it? I need it more. It's normal thinking like that, but he must be a very good person somehow as well. I'm not wasn't prepared, okay? I just did it quickly, so I didn't prepare. It's getting cold now. He buried his father and continued to live. He had a little thatch hut on the bank of a river. Every day, according to the story, he went and caught some fish people. And then with that, he could exchange them for other necessities, like rice and stuff like that, with those boat people that passed by. Yeah. At that period of time in history, there was a princess. Her name was Dinh Dung. Dinh Dung is a Vietnamese name, but it means fairy-like, meaning she's beautiful like a fairy.
Yes.
And she was exceptionally beautiful. She was already 17, 18, but she never wanted to marry any man.
Right.
She only liked to go on the boat, traveling here and there with the boat to see beautiful scenery and locations. The king loved her very much and accepted her request, so he prepared a very beautiful boat, a big one, big boat with a lot of servants. So wherever she wanted to go, they would take her there. The king never forgave it. One day, Princess Dinh Dung was on the boat enjoying the scenery and the freedom on the river with her servants. So her boat went in the middle, and in the front there were guards, bodyguards, and soldiers, and on the back also like that. Her servants and her soldiers, the bodyguards, were in the front and in the back of her boat. Her boat was in the middle. They are protecting her.
Right.
Yes.
And ready to serve her, of course. Princess, daughter of the king, not like me. I don't even have one. Stay in a little room. Not really a room. It's a shabby kind of ready-made stuff. 2x4, eh?
Wow.
In front of me there are trees. Behind me there are trees. Same with the left and the right. No one else. No bodyguard, no soldiers, nothing.
Tree guards.
Yeah, they are also guarding me in a way.
Yeah, yes.
They're big and powerful, strong, muscular trees. So when they arrived at a part of the river in the village Tusa, people saw their boats. It looked like they covered the whole river, the whole river part of that area. Probably many boats, yes. Because she has one boat, but different, yeah? And the other boats belong to her retinue. The servants and all that, yeah? Men and women and soldiers. Tử Đồng Tử saw it. He was kind of trying to catch the fish people, with the small kind of self-made basket, yeah? They put it in the water and then the fish come in, but they cannot go out, those small things like that. But when he saw so many boats and so many soldiers and all kinds of very impressive crowd like that, royalty. So he was so scared, he threw away his basket that he used to catch the fish people. Anybody knows that kind of basket that they put in the water and then the fish come in? It's just a small catch, It's not like a net or anything. Anyway, it's a kind of basket you can see through, but there is only one way because the mouth is big and it gets smaller inside. So the fish people can go in easily but can't come out. They're trapped. Yeah, cannot get out. It gets smaller inside, so the fish people can easily maneuver to come in, but when they come out, they cannot. So that's how they catch the fish people. Not a lot. But that's all he could have. But even then, he saw so many soldiers and people and such a royal, impressive crowd like that on the river, so he threw his fishing device trap and then ran away. But he could not go very far because over there it's like a sandy riverbank, and there's nowhere else he could run fast enough. So he went onto the riverbank, but he kind of dug a hole in the sand, and then he buried himself in there, using sand to cover him as much as he could. The princess saw that it is a very beautiful riverbank, and then here and there were some big trees that had good shade, very comfortable and very cool. So the princess loved it. So she ordered all her boats to anchor on the riverbank. And then she selected a place which had nice shade from the big tree, and asked her servants to kind of make a tent using a cloth to make a circle to cover one small area, so that she could go inside to take a bath in private. She went inside, took off all her clothes, and then she stayed there, splashing around, swimming a little bit. But she didn't know that wherever she was at that time, with even all the clothes hanging around her, was exactly where Chữ Đồng Tử was covering himself with the sand. Yeah. The way she was splashing around and digging the sand, and after a while, all the sand ran away. And revealing that man. So she saw him with all his splendor in the birthday suit. The princess was so startled and shocked, and asked him, what is he doing there all naked like that? So Chữ Đồng Tử told her that he didn't have any clothes. And then he saw her retinue and boats and soldiers like that, so he was so scared, so he had to bury himself in the sand to cover himself, to hide. And then the princess told him, I have vowed never to marry or have anything to do with any man, but it looks like heaven arranged this by destiny. And now that I have seen you there, I realize that I cannot go against heaven's will.
Yes.
So then she asked him to bath himself. He gave him all the necessities, soap and all that, I guess, shampoo. And then she asked the servant to bring him clothes. And they brought him to her boat. And then she asked her servant to prepare the wedding feast and ceremony. But Chữ Đồng Tử expressed his refusal because he didn't feel like he's worthy to be the husband of the princess. You know, he's so poor. He had not even a rag to cover himself. How would he dare to think, even in his dreams, like that, even though she had expressed her willingness, that he refused.
Mùa đông khăn tang mây bỏ đường dài, bàn tay thương nhớ ôi gập trong băng giá, là lung tay khẽ là
Cow killers are condemned to rot in hellish life for as many thousands of years as there are hairs on the body of the cow. Adi Lila Hinduism.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
This stick, walking stick, and the hat has a lot of magic in it. So whatever you need, you might use it. Probably he told him some extra ways to help himself as well as empower him with some magical power. So Đồng Tử went back home.
Gracious viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled Real Compassion and Moral Standards is the Real Solution, Part 11 of 22 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Ionic Life, selections from the Gnostic Nag Hamadi Library, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May divine love be your guiding light in every decision you make.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.